Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees get shellacked down in Philadelphia and the latest on Cody Bellinger's hammy. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go! Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. We've got the latest on Cody Bellinger's injury, by the way. He was practicing moves in the outfield before the game today. He was trotting around in the outfield. He has been put on the injured list, okay? Left hamstring strain, placed on the 10-day IL. This is actually the first injury, knock on wood, all year that I feel positive about.
Lie, and lie.
I've seen the videos of him in the outfield jogging around, and that's a positive sign. If you've ever played sports and had a hamstring injury, you know how sensitive it is, and you can't do much other than elevate and ice and heat and rinse and repeat. But Cody Bellinger was doing baseball moves, and I think it might have been a little precautionary reasons, because you got to remember, Cody Bellinger plays every single game. He's been playing an above-level Gold Glove. Yeah, the power might be down a little bit, but Cody Bellinger is always trying for extra bags, always trying to steal bags, and playing athletic baseball. That's why he is so integral to the New York Yankees. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is more fool's gold, empty calories from the New York Yankees, where they're telling us a bill of goods and he's going to be out for a long time? Or do you think that we're going to see Cody Bellinger sooner than later? And it all started with Trent Grisham's misplay in center field. I know I get on this guy's case, and I've given him a break for the last 2 months. But at this point, Trent Grisham is an failure this year. The New York Yankees gave him a $13 million increase. He's got 11 home runs and 41 RBIs. He's hitting .216. That's 110th in Major League Baseball in home runs. That's 117th in RBIs in Major League Baseball.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
That's 128th in batting average in Major League Baseball. I don't know what other job you can screw up that much and get a pay increase other than being a weatherman on the news. Being wrong at your job all the time and still getting a pay increase. I guess they like his mustache, because I've said he runs like he's got snowshoes on. It runs like he has mud in his pants and spackle buckets on his feet.
I offered you a chance to be a cop, and you blew it. You blew it.
And now his nonchalant senioritis cool guy bullshit in center field is getting old. It's been old for me for about a year and a half. And I know Yankee fans love to have more excuses than a pregnant nun for Trent Grisham, because I have never seen a guy get more of a pass on the New York Yankees than Trent Grisham. I don't know what it is. I don't know what people love about him, but he's subpar in center field, and he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Now, in his defense, to have the New York Yankees batted him incorrectly all year long, absolutely. They've been putting him in the leadoff spot, and he's not a leadoff hitter. He's a 5 hitter. But you know what? In the last 11 days, he's got 2 hits. 2 hits? That is just not cutting it, man. He is a 4th outfielder at best. And now the Yankees have Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton out, and they don't have enough bodies to go around. Spencer Jones should be playing center field the way that he plays defense out there. Let me know what you think in the comments below about Trent Grisham's error tonight. Was that a bonehead play? Because he loves to be Mr. Cool Guy, Mr. Snap Catch, and not call guys off of balls. And he's had a few dunks because of his ego not being his amigo this year. And he's slow. And his hamstring's hanging on by a thread. You know what? This guy needs to start getting earlier breaks on balls, because if he's got a bad wheel, and he's getting older by the minute, it looks like, and his bat speed is down, Trent Grisham's going to be in a world of hurt. How can we rely on this guy? It's not like he hits like this and has 26 home runs. He's got 11 home runs. And if you thought that he was going to replicate this, Michael K., like you told me in the beginning of the year.
I know that you wake up remembering me in the morning, so I'll just remind you, Trent Grisham, 36th best defensive center fielder in Major League Baseball, 365 slugging, hitting 175, a 676 OPS, has been on base for 0 of Aaron Judge's home runs this year. So you called me crazy in the beginning of the season.
And has 26 runs.
Yeah, that's good. So is Trent Grisham a good player?
Yeah, he is a good player. Is he a great player? No, he's not. And I said I would not have given him the $22 million qualifying offer. I've been very clear about that.
Like, you're omitting him on the broadcast.
Because
omitting is a lie.
He's gotten a lot of big hits. Erik, you're the one who's going out on a limb on Chisholm or on Grisham. I'm not.
What are you
talking
about?
Options,
you
bud?
told me I didn't know baseball, and it was too early.
Options?
And now it's later.
But what are there?
So I was just asking if you want to revise your statement because you were screaming about me about the power numbers.
Erik, why would I revise my statement after 15 games?
You were telling me I didn't know baseball because where's the power numbers?
It's 15 games.
Maybe,
what are their options? I'm asking you a question.
They can get Dietrich on a smoke break from Ralph's because he's so great about hitting lefties.
Could you do what Grichuk does? So don't say he should be bagging groceries at Ralph's.
Can I go 0-13 in the Major League? Yes.
Eric. Maybe they could what?
Maybe they should bring him back to the team, Mike, because you were so high on him.
Who?
Randall Dietrich. That's your boy.
First of all, It's Randall Grichuk, so I
you
have to work.
Said he was...
Goodbye, that's my boy.
You've got rocks in your head. A blind man could see that Trent Grisham was not going to replicate the same season last year that he did for $5 million. You know what? The Yankees tripped over themselves to get Luke Voit out the door, and this is what they stick us with, is Trent Grisham. I think it's an Anthony Rizzo situation where Aaron Judge is quite fond of Trent Grisham, and they kept him on the team and gave him a pay increase. And I think that Aaron Judge got impatient during free agency when he went down to the office and he said, hey, what are we doing? Let's get some guys. I think he put a fire under the organization's ass to get Trent Grisham, but it is one of the worst re-signs in Yankee history, okay? You give a guy $13 million. He had never had a season like that before. And now he's having a season like he had before the big season. Just ask Big Dumper over in Seattle. Steroids. Now, speaking of guys that have let the team down, and it's really not his fault. I'm not going to get on his case that much. But Will Warren, he couldn't even give us the 5-5-5 deal. And he got 5 innings and 5 runs and 5 hits. Couldn't even do that tonight. I called up Domino's. They're like, yeah, we're out of 5-5-5 deals. This guy's going apeshit over here. And, Will Warren, once again, loses the game for the New York Yankees in between the 3rd and 4th inning. Because now with the way that the Yankees offense is playing, if you score 6 runs against these guys, that's like scoring 12 at this point. And the Philadelphia Phillies were due to wake up because you can't keep that lineup that quiet for that long. And the New York Yankees did pitch them well in this series. But when Will Warren comes into this game, and it's the same old song and dance with him, that's why I said it was a microcosm of his whole year when he came in the 9th inning in that other game when they skipped his start. And he got a hit off of him immediately. He struck out the next guy. Then he got the guy down 0-2, went full count. Then he starts walking around the mound. Tonight, same thing. 3 innings, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, a partridge in a pear tree, and 5 strikeouts. The problem with Will Warren is he doesn't have a strikeout pitch. He doesn't have a way to put guys out. Do you notice he gets ahead of the count? He works his fastball. He picks his spots. He does well. He's got the stuff to be a good pitcher. It's either he doesn't have that killer instinct or they need to really work on a hanging curveball or something, a swing and miss pitch for this guy because he's like a boxer without a knockout punch. He can't go 12 rounds and win a decision every time because the New York Yankees can't afford for you to give up 6 runs in 3 innings. With the way that they're playing, they're never going to overcome that. They did their best tonight, and the Yankees did leave men on base. like they have been all season long because the Yankees couldn't manufacture runs if their life depended on it. And if you notice, tonight in the third inning with Will Warren, he's going ahead of guys. He gets the full counts, and then he starts huffing and puffing. He starts looking around, takes his hat off, starts walking around the bump, and it takes him a year and a day to deliver the ball to home. You see the catcher banging on his mitt like, hey, come on, like, get with it. He looks shell-shocked out there when he gets men on base. I don't know if it's a lot of these guys. You know, you got to think about it. Will Warren's probably been the best pitcher in the room his whole life, coming up collegiately. Now he's on the Yankees. When some of these guys aren't perfect, they crumble. Like, you notice how Cam Schlittler is 25, and if he doesn't have his stuff for the first or two innings, he can figure it out, settle it down, and even if he doesn't have his stuff, he can still give you 6 or 7 innings. He can figure it out with bad stuff. Will Warren is incapable of doing that. Ryan Weathers, another example of that. The guy needs to be perfect. If everything's not going right, he's going to have a blow-up inning, and then that's when he starts losing it in between the ears, and the Yankees are in trouble. So the New York Yankees do win the series. That's the big story out of this. And you know what? When Ryan Weathers and Will Warren get on the bump, we're going to lose one of those games. Now, they need to separate these guys in the rotation. I don't know how they're going to do it, but that brings me to the injured list. Now, Carlos Rodón, scrambled eggs in my brain, chips in my elbow. Now it's a full Western omelet on the IL. Looks like he's coming back within the week. Now, that leaves Will Warren up for trades. Who would you rather trade? Ryan Weathers or Will Warren? Let me know in the comments below, because Will Warren has more trade value. He's not helping it out, but what he's doing is his best ability is availability. He makes every start. He picks up the ball, and there is something there. If a team that isn't in a win-now situation, that has a good pitching lab, that can take this guy in, he can be a serviceable number 3 for a long time. Very similar to what the Boston Red Sox did, moving their left-handed guy. So Will Warren will probably be moved in a trade, but that means that when Carlos Rodón comes back, man, we're really going to need to stay healthy, knock on wood, and we're going to really need to rely on this starting rotation to lock in. It's July 26th right now. The end of the season is going to be here before you know it. These guys need to get healthy, need to get ready for October, but they need to win the games. And I just hope, and we're going to have a gleam of hope here on New York Minute just for a second. Think about this. If all these guys have been cold all year, just think if they get offensively hot at the end of the year, because what goes up must come down in baseball. And you know what? It works in the other way sometimes. If you guys have been down so long and have had injuries in the first half of the season, now you can wait it out. August, September, we get Judge back. He's going to be analyzed on the 27th. The 27th, he's going to be reanalyzed. So keep your ear out for that and see how the healing process is helping with him. Giancarlo Stanton, we're getting mixed signals from the New York Yankees. Boone saying, I don't know, he said he was fine. The Yankees said that he had a setback. So they need to get on the same page. And like I've said to you before on this show, I think they just keep pushing the buck and they just keep pushing it down the hill with Giancarlo Stanton. I think they just want him ready for October. He's going to be able to come up here, get ready on the major league level. You know he doesn't come down to Tampa. But what the Yankees are going to need to do, and they're going to Chicago against the White Sox, and I think they'll win that series too because the pitching is lining up and they can hit the White Sox pitching. Excuse me. But the Yankees are 25th in average in Major League Baseball, and they're 27th in hits. I don't care what computer, what stats, what college you went to. If you're a baseball fan, or if you just crawled out of a cave and were introduced to baseball, you know that's a bad thing for the offense. The New York Yankees need full-sale changes in this trade deadline. I say everybody's available. Ryan McMahon's on the back of a milk carton. Anybody that you can move, there is nobody that's locked down on this team. Other than Cody Bellinger, you know the guys I'm talking about. Cody Bellinger, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, everybody else, as far as I'm concerned, is movable. And the Yankees, I think, are going to have to do full-sale offensive changes like they did on the pitching side of the ball last year during the trade deadline. And with Cody Bellinger's injury, it's going to put a little flame under Brian Cashman's ass. And the Yankees are going to be making moves. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Put that notification bell on because I'm going to be going with breaking news. Whenever the Yankees do have a trade, I'm going to be turning this smoke wagon on. You call the information superhighway, and I'm going to be reporting to you at New York Minute Sports. Also, have you become a New York nut yet? For $1.99 a month, you get twice the show for half the dough. Also, the T-shirts shown during the show are made in the USA, just like yours truly. Go over to the New York Nuts merch store and support the show. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Bye.
Maybe Trent listens to the show when he drives to the ballpark, and Erik actually motivated Trent. Who knows?
That's your boy.
So
He
have the
said
word.
he was.
Goodbye. That's my boy.